Hi, my name is Jemima Harrigan and I am the owner of House of Jem, and I'm here with Dazzle magazine.
This segment is brought to you by 123 Digital Limited, your online and offline strategist.
So my business is House of Jem, that's the name. I am a swimsuit designer. I also do carnival wear, and the name came from a play on my name. My name is Jemima, so I just shortened it to Jem, and I kind of got the idea because I started out working from home. I still do. So hence the name House of Jem. So the time it takes me to complete a design, there's no set time. So it can take me 7 hours or it can take me days from conceptualization to, producing the design. Inspiration I get from other designers, inspiration photos my customers send me, just basically anything that I've seen out and about can inspire the design. My background is that my mother is a seamstress, so I've always been interested in fashion in the background. It was always a hobby of mine. I would make little things for myself when I was younger. But as for like formal education or formal background in fashion, I don't have. So I'm basically self-taught. I just learned from observing my mother. And I've been doing it seriously for about 7 years now, I would say. Yes. So I started the business in 2015. So yeah, that's 7 years. It will be 7 years this year in August. My main inspiration would be Thierry Mugler. He's a French fashion designer. He does a lot of intricate work with mesh and swirl patterns and just patterns in general. So I really like his work, and I think that some of my designs reflect his work in a way. I would say my signature design would be like very strappy, detailed work. So, and if it doesn't have straps, even like the mesh infusion or just the cuts of the swimsuit are very detailed, very precise. So I think that's my signature. The biggest challenge I would say is like funding. So as a small business, it's very difficult to grow your business beyond a certain point without like capital investment or funding, because basically what happens is you make money and then you have to put it back into the business if you want it to grow. So in the beginning, there's not a lot of like reward, I guess, financially from doing your work, because you're just putting back everything into the business and to having it grow. So that's a challenge, especially when you have bills to pay. Another big challenge was the business surviving COVID, and it goes back to the same thing, finances, because I was restricted in a way, because Carnival One is a big market for my business, because I also make carnival wear, and there was no carnival for 2 years, and also there were no events which fuel the need for people to have custom designed swimwear, apart from special events like their birthdays and weddings and all of these things. I also was limited in that I could not access the international market like I could before, because there was no means of getting the pieces to them. Nowhere, the post office was just shipping out, no other courier service was shipping to certain places. So I was limited in that aspect. And I would say that I overcome that by one, making my stuff available online through a website. So my website is www.houseofjem.com, and you can go there and see all of the available pieces and also make a request to have a custom order made. And another thing I would say is I had a lot of help overcoming the COVID period, because other young professionals and creatives around my age helped in promoting the business. I guess just keeping it visible until the time where the market reopened and I started back getting orders and getting work. So even if nothing was really happening in reality, I mean, I would have a few orders here and there, because obviously people still had things that they wanted to do for their birthday when the place just started back opening up. But they made it so that I was still visible online, because online is my main marketing platform on Instagram, Facebook, and so on. So they helped in that they created content, and just made it so that the business would still be visible online for when the market reopened. Advice I would give to other young professionals aspiring to venture into this field is, before you get started, to do a lot of research, get advice from anybody in the field that you can, have a plan, and try as much as possible to follow the plan, keep yourself accountable, and also to find or try to find, some source of funding or investment before you even venture into, getting into the field. Read more about me, Jemima Harrigan, on Dazzle magazine issue 36.